Ann Fields. I'm Development Director at Old State House Museum. I'm in the First Ladies of Arkansas exhibit gallery with Jo Ellen, our curator, Jo Ellen Mack. Jo Ellen, there's some stories behind these. We've got beautiful gowns, but there's some real life stories behind these. Can you tell us some of those?
Yeah, there's some great stories that happened while the ladies were getting dressed, before the inaugural took place, and after the inauguration ball. I'm going to start with Ginger Beebe. Ginger's gown was designed by Nicole Miller, and she had lovely shoes, high heels all picked out for her. So she was ready for the inaugural ball in January of 27. But right after the election, she broke her foot. And so the doctor told her she could not wear the high heels to the inauguration. So what happened is she contacted Adidas, and they made some special shoes for her. And so when she entered the inaugural ball, she was wearing these Adidas shoes with this gorgeous gown. And I think it's wonderful that she wanted these shoes that she actually wore put with her beautiful gown, because that's what she wore. And so that's the place of honor that they have. And that's what happens. That's life, and that's what happens to us.
Okay, Jo Ellen, there's a story behind Betty's dress, too. What is that?
Okay, I know I say that they're all my favorite stories, but this one really is my favorite story. Betty Bumpers, Dale was elected in 1970. Their inauguration was in 71. Betty was getting dressed for the inaugural ball. Her sister Maggie Schaefer came down from Charleston area, and they were all, like sisters do, they were all getting dressed and ready to go to the inaugural ball. This was not Betty's dress. She had purchased another one. This was Maggie's dress. But Betty saw Maggie getting dressed, and Betty liked Maggie's dress. And she said, "I like yours better than mine." And she said, "Maggie, I want to wear that one." And so Maggie gave up her dress, this one, and let Betty wear this one to the inaugural ball. And so Maggie Schaefer's dress became Betty's inaugural gown. And then it became a part of the Old State House Museum's collection. So sisters always share things. And so, yeah, that's my favorite story.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
And there's a story about this beautiful gown that was Gay White's gown, too, isn't it?
Yes, this is a very funny story, and this is a post-inaugural story. Now, Frank White was elected in 1980, and their inauguration was in January of 1981. Gay wanted a gown that talked about, showed Arkansas. So first of all, she wanted a white gown because of the white name, but she also wanted the design to be the diamond shape. So it has a lot of beadwork on it. And as you can see in the front, there's the shape of the diamonds, and then there's a lot of beadwork on the sleeves and up around the collar. But before she donated it to the museum, she asked if she could wear it one more time to an event at the White House with President Reagan and Nancy Reagan. So she did. Well, on the way to the White House, she noticed that some of her beading was coming off in the limousine.
Oh, dear.
Yes, and you don't want to walk into the White House with beading coming off. So, as all women do, they carry a little emergency sewing kit in their purse. And so she was trying to sew the beads on herself, which is impossible to do. And so, first of all, you got to put in your mind, and if you don't know him, look it up. Frank White was a huge man, very tall. Gay White is tiny. She is tiny little woman. So Frank, she says, Frank, you've got to help me and put this in your head in a limo on the way to the White House. Frank White is sewing the beads back on Gay White's gown. So on this gown, some of the beadwork is by Frank White, Governor Frank White's beadwork on this gown.
Story.
That's one of my favorites. And all of the First Lady's gowns have little hidden stories, and we'll come back and tell you some more.
We've enjoyed sharing our stories with you today. Be back next Tuesday at 2 o'clock.